Hey! So my name is Chelsea Cohen and this is my husband Ari. We wanted to share our experience with the amazing selling machine and selling on Amazon. We get a lot of people who ask us about selling on Amazon, and we've had success over the past several years with selling on Amazon, and so that is why we wanted to make this video to talk a little bit candidly about our experience and let you know what successes we've had and you know, how you might find the same.
Yeah, this is going to be more of a conversational video. We're going to walk around while we talk. So, not very professional, but just more fun. Kind of our story. So we found Amazing Selling Machine. Chelsea and I were both working jobs, regular old 9-to-5 jobs, back in 2014. I was doing business consulting for automotive repair shops. Kind of blue collar meets white collar. What were you doing back then?
I was an executive assistant. I had just come off of a stressful job in financial management. So I was an executive assistant for a paleo recipe developer at the time. So nothing whatever to do with selling on Amazon.
Yeah, it was kind of, I remember like we were both really frustrated. We both liked our jobs, but you know, I mean, we wanted more. We wanted to have that control of our time and our freedom and our money.
Yeah, at the beginning of the year, I decided that I figured out, okay, I got to name what I want out of a business. And so I figured out, because I had just come off of working with clients, a 9-to-5 job, I figured out I wanted time, location, and financial freedom with no clients, employees, or bosses. And, you know, it seemed very pie in the sky, but we stumbled upon Amazing Selling Machine because we were open to the opportunity of finding something to get us out of our regular jobs, and it really was exactly what we were looking for in terms of ticking all those boxes of time, location, and financial freedom, and no employees, clients, or bosses. So it was pretty awesome.
When we found it, it was funny because we were looking at different businesses. We definitely wanted to start a business. We had a little bit of money saved up, but not much at all. And we were looking at maybe opening up like one of those self-serve car washes or like a laundromat or some kind of small brick and mortar business. And just none of them that we found really checked the boxes, and they all required so much capital to get started. So then, we heard through a friend who was doing ASM, Amazing Selling Machine, and she was like, you guys would be great at this because you're ambitious. And it's something about selling on Amazon, selling your own brand of physical products on Amazon. I was like, what the heck does that mean? It sounds interesting. I've never sold anything online before. Don't know e-commerce. I barely know Facebook at the time. So I don't know, what was it that made it intriguing? Because it was not really in our wheelhouse at all.
Honestly, the thing that made it intriguing to me was that a friend of ours was doing $60,000 a month on Amazon, and she had no prior experience, and I guess being, kind of thinking highly of myself, I thought, well, if she can do it, I can do it. And that was really kind of the long and short of it. I found out you don't have to house your own inventory. You don't have to ship things out. Amazon does all of that stuff for you. So all I really knew is that you're selling stuff on Amazon. You can make $60,000 a month or more, and also the fact that we didn't have to house our own inventory or do any of that. That was just really the appeal. I really hadn't even watched any of the videos that Amazing Selling Machine puts out. I hadn't seen anything. I didn't know exactly what the business model was. So it was actually kind of amazing that I didn't ask more questions about it.
Yeah.
I trusted my friend. She was doing well, and that was kind of it for me.
Switch sides. Arm's getting tired. There we go. Switch the arms around. Yeah, and like what really got my attention and what was intriguing for me was that it wasn't just selling stuff on Amazon. It was like building your own brand. So let's jump into what it is and our actual experience. So we started in May of 2014, and it was called ASM 3 at the time. And so depending on when you're watching this video, it was a number of years ago. And we had no idea what we were doing, but the course was so good. It just laid out exactly what to do, from, what is Amazon? What is, how do you source products? Where do you look for products? How do you find the right type of products? And I mean, you did a lot more of the study at that time because I was working full-time and she had a part-time job, so maybe you can talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I pretty much followed exactly what the course told me to do. I think that was one of the big successes. We've had a lot of friends who have kind of, you know, if they don't follow the course, they get into kind of little troubles and mix-ups, and they have to go back and, you know, actually follow what the course says. So we followed it, you know, from the beginning. We followed it exactly to the letter. And also, I think one of our big successes was that we did it fast. From the point that we started on the course to the point we made our first sale, it was only 7 weeks. So we were extremely quick at getting our product up and onto Amazon. And I think that, you know, it took off right away. We made 10,000 in sales our first month, and then the next month we made 25. And then I guess the month after that, I think we made 35. And by the end of the year, we were making 50,000 in sales just on the one product. And it was really, I think, following exactly what the course said. They have specific parameters as to what products to pick, and they tell you, you know, here's the types of products to pick, and here's what to look out for. So you kind of fit into the criteria, and you follow that criteria. You pick the product. But the other thing I think is that we went really, really quickly, and we did the steps and we did it really quickly. And that was a very successful thing for us because we were one of the first people to start competitively selling that product, and it's still our #1 product because we did it that way.
Yeah. And then, you know, I think it took us about, I don't know, maybe realistically, it only took us like 3 months to replace both of our income. But we stayed at our jobs for a few more months to really make sure we had money in savings. I think we both quit our jobs in March of 2015. We took a couple weeks off, just kind of drove around the West Coast, up and down the West Coast, and kind of got some space. And then we got back to work, and we've been doing that ever since. Mm-hmm. And it's a lot of fun because then we, later in 2015, we came to Austin, Texas, which is where we live now. And we loved it so much, we came here for a couple of business meetings and a family reunion. We decided to move out here.
And the fact is we could move out here because we no longer were held down by a job, and that's where the location freedom aspect of things come in. You know, we travel a lot more. We're able to live where we want, not where our job, you know, demands us to live. So those were kind of some of the big freedoms that we gained through Amazing Selling Machine, which really was the blueprint that got us to be able to live the lifestyle that we live now, which is extremely different than what we used to live.
Yeah. Now, of course, you know, let's keep walking, by the way. So, like, one of the things that comes up that people ask about is, well, you know, ASM is not the only Amazon seller course out there. And I find that very interesting. So since ASM came out, of course, you know, there's been like a bunch of other kind of wannabe courses that came out and ones that are just different business models. And the one thing that we keep coming back to ASM for is just their care factor is so high. They're always refreshing the material. You know, Amazon and e-commerce, selling online, is a fluid kind of business. It's changing. The landscape is changing, right? Amazon changes their rules. Different things in the algorithm changes. You know, just marketing tactics. Like the thing, it's always changing. So to have a course that's always being updated and that you get grandfathered into new updates constantly, that was really, really different about ASM.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing. We've actually, now we do some coaching, and we've actually coached a lot of people who have done other Amazon courses. And, you know, there are other Amazon courses that are the same business model, because there are several different types of business models of selling on Amazon. This one is called private label, where you basically find a product that's doing well and you make your own version and you put your own label on it, kind of like your grocery store has their own brand of peanut butter. So there are other private label courses, but we found in coaching these people who come from these other courses, there are a lot of gaps that are missing in their education that we're, you know, constantly having to fill in, that Amazing Selling Machine students do not have those same gaps in their understanding and their knowledge of the Amazon platform and selling on Amazon. You know, and as Ari was saying, they update this stuff all the time. They do it every 6 months, they're updating. And you have some other courses where they do it once, and then, you know, a year, 2 years later, it's still the same content, not updated at all, which is completely outdated on the Amazon platform because of how much it changes. Beyond that, there are other ways of selling on Amazon. You know, the first thing that we tried to do when we were not able to get Amazing Selling Machine was we went out and I found a $300 course for selling on Amazon. And it was actually a completely different way of selling on Amazon. I had a friend, like I said, doing $60,000 a month on Amazon with having done Amazing Selling Machine. And when I was doing this other course, because we weren't able to get into Amazing Selling Machine, the teacher of this course ended up bragging about how her best month was $10,000 in sales. And I had a friend doing $60,000 in sales, and she wasn't teaching a course. She was just kind of, you know, not even one of the top guys selling on Amazon with that business model. So I knew immediately that the business model that I was taking for $300 for the course had a ceiling that was much lower than what you can do with an Amazing Selling Machine style private label business model on Amazon. So it was really, you know, immediately I knew that we had to get into Amazing Selling Machine just because of how much more capacity for you know, succeeding there is, and how much more money there is to make on Amazon with private label.
Yeah, and the proof is kind of in the pudding, because like now we've been doing this for a little, well, you know, right now at the time of this video, a little under 4 years. And, you know, within the first 2 years, we built it up to over 7 figures per year, and it's still growing. And now it's cool because like this business has opened the door for us to so many new things that we never would have thought of. Friendships, you know, different businesses that we're now starting that have nothing to do with what we started with.
Traveling, moving, you know, to a new city that we just love. You know, donating. Coaching people, helping people build businesses as well.
That's like one of our big passions, is just to give back and like to have masterminds and all that kind of fun stuff.
And also donating, you know, donating to charities that you care about, volunteering.
There was a big hurricane.
As of this video, we were here in Austin when Hurricane Harvey came in, and I was able to take off 2 weeks to be able to donate my time, full time, to helping the victims of Hurricane Harvey. We were able to bring in people from around the world and organize and coordinate getting them into Austin, which was the headquarters of the base camp, and then making sure they had somewhere to stay that night, and then deploying them into the areas of Houston and Rockport, and just be able to see the huge difference that we were able to make. I was able to make in taking some of those skills that I had learned in terms of, you know, running an organization, which is definitely stuff that I have learned because of Amazing Selling Machine and because of the business that I have built, and take those skills and to be able to give back and to help people and to make a difference. That's what I feel Amazing Selling Machine has really allowed us, is to be able to take that time away. And there were so many people who said they wish that they could have taken that time away, but they had to work. And I'm just, you know, so thankful that I was able to do that. So that's one of the huge differences, and that's something that, you know, after you get beyond, you know, the quit the job, it was quit the job, and then it was, you know, make more money, you know, improve the situation, you know, travel and all of those things. And then as things improve in your life, you're able to realize that you can do more and more, and you can make a bigger impact on the world because of the opportunities that you're able to find with something like Amazing Selling Machine and selling on Amazon.
Yeah, and it's great. Now we've become friends with the owners of the company, and we've worked with them, and we've helped them do workshops, and we even got to speak on stage at one of their events. And you know, they're located here in Austin, so we get to hang out with them sometimes. But yeah, so the relationships to me are really important because it gets us out of the house, and we get to make a lot of friends and help people. So that's kind of our review on Amazing Selling Machine. If you guys have any questions, let us know.
We have a website called badassbusinessbuilders.org. If you go over there, we've got some free training as well, and we love helping people. So we're finding more and more time to be able to do that, because we know that we can make a big impact by making a lot of money and donating our time. But we can make even more of an impact when we're able to make other people successful, so they have more money and more time to give back and to set the example and to help other people to grow into those positions of I guess of affluence so that they can do that. So we love helping people out, and that's what badassbusinessbuilders.org is all about, is how we can help out and give back and help to make other people successful as well.
So if you're watching this video and you are interested in learning about the Amazing Selling Machine course and how to build your own physical products business on Amazon, what should they do?
We're going to have a link, so click the link below, and it's going to tell you all about Amazing Selling Machine. It's going to have some of the training videos, and it's also going to be able to give you information on what we are doing to actually help other people to do Amazing Selling Machine. We offer bonuses, we offer coaching, we offer help, and all of that is in there. It has a little bit more about our story as well, a little bit more about us, but mostly it has the access to the free training videos. And even if you don't end up doing Amazing Selling Machine, sign up for our free training videos. Go over there and watch the training videos that the Amazing Selling Machine guys have, and
just learn. Just learn.
Get more information.
Get more information. A lot of it you can get for free, and if it's right for you, it's right for you. If it's not, no harm, no foul. You at least learn something, and hopefully we'll see you at one of the events, or in our travels.
All right. Bye.